Okay, I think we're actually ready. Good morning, everyone. Hi. I ran into a fun error that I've never experienced until today, and I was like, I love it when I'm like, cool, I'm on time, everything's cool. We got full 10 minutes, I hit the button, and OBS was like, what's NVENC? And I was like, you know what NVENC is? It's like, never heard of it. Have you considered updating your NVIDIA drivers? And I'm like, cool. So I had to do that. Then it worked. That's
worked.
Good.
Everyone can see what we did this weekend with our friends.
It's true. There's games now. There's games. And there's a lot to talk about in relation to the games, because we learned some things and we did some things, and we had a whole heck of a lot of help. Whole heck of a lot of help. But we'll talk about that right after we eat this snack.
The last way to start your dawn, Tiny Eddie's famous sassy jerky.
The last food you'll ever eat. From Ryan. Okay, Eddie, what snack are we getting on this train? Oh, well, this is where we serve sassy jerky.
Coffee.
Sassy jerky.
Sassy jerky.
Famous.
It's famous for being so darn sassy.
I'm gonna eat my mini cupcake.
Coffee.
My minivan cupcake. Did you see that's what it said on the packaging? It said
No.
minivan. Because it's mini vanilla.
Things I would not want to eat in a minivan. A cupcake. Because you're going to get a sprinkle, it's going to fall on the floor, someone's going to step on it, that's in the carpet forever. I don't even really love to eat in my car. But definitely not that.
Jill Valentine, it's an orangutan friend that transforms into a spine-tingling top hat.
From Full Metal Grizz, okay, but were you able to put this game on the shelf? Oh yeah, this one. Resident Evil Monkey Hat. I just really love the phrase spine-tingling top hat. Steam Greenlight gets worse all the time. This is a game now. We got 7 months from Barbarian Rex, 10 months from Galactic Baron, 40 from Wilhelm Heinlein, 350 from Radio Dread says, quietly, clown. Wait, oh, that wasn't it? I see people are enjoying the shorts. Juliet continues to do a great job. We got 19 from Shadowplay626, 35 from Prorwolf, 54 from Arian661, 48 from Darkness Bride. Congrats on the 4. 28 from the Viking Hippie, 30 from Macintosh PC, 32 from Charhutch97, 19 from Clockwork Corey, 20 from Nemo from the Hills, 13 from Jamaho012, 28 from Never Challenge the Chat, 3 from Cosmic Sorrow, quietly dog. 3 from Will Peters. Emil's Evie Aiden, the monster of a small park, is the spiritual successor to Beatrice, Destroyer of Worlds. All Eevees are monsters.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. Bless you. Twice.
Thank you.
You ever do a thrice?
Sometimes. Normally too.
Evie's great, but she will kill you. 33 months from Zelda fan. 350 from Radio Dread says, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be so great. Oh my god. Somewhere in the background, Josh is still screaming. He was deeply affected by that.
Yeah, he was.
I scared Josh the other day on his stream. It was very fun. I got a lot out of it.
I did too.
And I think a lot came out of him. 38 months from a person dude 1, 49 from Spin the Trap, 300 bits from Slick Duke. Quietly, dog. 3 from Beat Cow. Quietly, dog. 2 months from Mr. Piffers. 25 from Master Wabbit. 29 from GA Studios. We got 300 bits from Clockwork Corey. Says, I wanted to provide good news on my seizures. I have been seizure-free since February 22nd, and if I stay that way till May 22nd, I can drive again. Also, I got a job offer for my dream job on Friday for once I graduate my master's next month. After a lot of stress and anxiety recently, positive things are finally happening.
Glad to hear it.
Excellent. I am wishing you well for the next, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks. I hope that it will be a thing of the past. Wishing you well, Corey. And also, Mom Spaghetti. And also, Mom Spaghetti. And also, good luck on all of the job stuff, because that's also really thrilling. We got 54 months from Sapphire Becca. Also 300 bits from Becca. Says, Dogly.
Why?
Well, Dogly.
Oh, I suppose it would be more like, woof, like Leica does sometimes.
I didn't know what you were gonna. I didn't know if you would try to bark out the word quiet. It was just no, just woof.
Coffee.
There's from Kit Khalid says, "Can I please get so many good vibes? About to enter the dentist's office for fillings. Good vibes."
I am sorry.
When I go into the dentist's office specifically for the purpose of a filling, I go in there and I tell myself, this has a finite amount of time.
This sucks.
Oh. I mean, sure, but that's what I tell myself. I'm like, this is a finite amount of time. I go in, there will be an amount of time dedicated to this, and then it will be over, and that helps me get through it. I don't know if that will help you, but that's what I think whenever I have to do that. We got 30 months from Tokenute, 30 months also from Paranite. 300 bits from Nomi Bookworm says, Clown wants to be on train. Clown's always on the train. I think in the caboose. Is that where the clowns go?
They're driving.
Oh. 11 months from Hero King Lucina, 22 from Axis Sable Eye, 29 from Master Sword 97, 17 from Kayadar, 300 from Squid, who says, quietly, Mom Spaghetti. 300 from Gold Mage says, finally caught up on all vlogs until yesterday. In early Mesoamerica, many groups worshipped Senoado, patron of childbirth, taking form of a toad with udders. Toad with Udders is also my least favorite Super Mario Brothers image search. So anyway, let's talk about what happened in... Oh, it's my favorite. I had you pegged. As an udder guy. So let's talk about the things that have happened in the past few days. The first thing that you will notice is that the games are on the shelf. The thing that you may not be able to tell unless you're paying close attention, some of you may have already been able to see, they're alphabetized. They're all alphabetized. For the first time in many years. They weren't before. No. Wii and Wii U were alphabetized for the purpose of Extra Life. Nothing else was. Oh, that's good.
Do you like your minivan?
Beep, beep. You get the license plate of that Dodge that just drove into my mouth? Yeah, so, games haven't been alphabetized.
Yeah. Mr. Deathkill said, so who had the fun role of reading out the Google Doc with the game names? We took turns on that.
It took a long time.
It did.
I just want to put this into perspective. There are, we own 5,000 physical video games.
Five physical games.
We own 5 video games.
Yeah.
And it's, some of them are, Game Boy. The Game Boy games aren't on the shelf.
No.
But that takes up a very small amount, so it's still like realistically like pretty close to 5,000. Alex and Haley got here. We did the alphabetizing on Sunday. Alex and Haley got here at like 11 and left at like 11.
Yeah.
Like they were here for like 12 hours. It takes a long time. It takes a long time.
Josh admitted he fell asleep. Yeah, Josh took a nap downstairs.
Yeah. Well, Josh had come over, and he had only went to bed like a few hours before. So he worked on stuff for a little bit, and then he was like, oh my god, I am very tired. And I was like, well, that's because you gotta sleep, bud. Like, if you're not getting enough rest. But everyone was here, and everyone helped. And, you know, some folks were here for like a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it's just... It takes a long time to... And there's still so much more to do. There are things that I have never gotten around to doing, and I'm looking forward to trying to like force myself to do while we live here. Players' guides are not all out. Players' guides have never been alphabetized because that's
I don't think that needs to happen.
That's low priority.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to do, I have like several hundred manuals that I want to like
Put in their box.
put in the boxes with the games that I've never gotten around to doing. So like that's a goal, is to, you know, get those grouped together. So that's going to be another like future event at my house, is laying out hundreds of manuals and being like, find the
here's
games.
all the N64 ones.
So at some point we'll do that.
Yeah.
It's not a high
But
priority
it's easier
now,
to
but
find right now because everything is alphabetized.
is alphabetized. Yeah. So was the pizza good at least? Yeah, the pizza was good. We got way too much pizza.
Yep. We still have pizza.
Yeah, I don't know why we got 4 pizzas.
I thought we were doing 3. I was not paying attention when their ordering was happening.
Yeah, I don't think... Okay, I don't think she's here, so I'll call her out a little bit. I had 3 pizzas in the cart. And then Haley was like, that one would be fun to try. And I was like, we do have 3 pizzas. She's like, you could have leftovers.
What was the last one?
The last one was the Greek pizza.
Okay, well that one was my
And
favorite.
it ended up being my favorite pizza, so I'm like... It worked out fine.
Brandon says we wanted different flavors and most pizzas aren't 18-inch pizzas.
I mean, all 4 pizzas that we got were 18-inch pizzas, but...
We could have gotten smaller of the ones that they had smaller.
Yeah, well, I started putting them in the cart, and they were 18-inch pizzas, because I was like, oh, we're getting 3. And then we added a 4th one. Anyway, it was good. It was good.
We'll have some more pizza on Wednesday.
Yeah. So we had Greek, Hawaiian, meat lovers, and
Margarita.
a margarita pizza. I have eaten a lot of pizza for a bit.
And I'm going to stream tonight.
Oh yeah, we should probably announce that now. Mal has been streaming on Thursday, but there's no like set day.
Yeah.
And for this week, the most convenient evening for that is tonight. So tonight at 7 o'clock, Mao is going to be doing another cooking stream. So
I probably didn't pick the best thing, having just eaten pizza.
Oh God.
But that's what I wanted to make, so that's what we're eating. It's similar to pizza, but not pizza.
Okay. Do you have a list of what they need? Not yet.
I mean, oh, Chaz said it. Calzones! I'm making calzones.
Calzones! Nothing goes down better after eating pizza for 2 straight days than a calzone. Nothing gets my Crestor working quicker. Okay, cool.
That's what I wanted to make. I want ricotta.
Okay, so we're making calzones tonight.
I'll make small calzones.
I will probably need.
What do you want in your calzone besides cheese? Pepperoni?
I mean,
I'm getting spinach, so.
I mean, historically, I don't eat calzones very often, but when I would get a calzone, it usually would have pepperoni or maybe sausage in it, or meat. I've had a meatball calzone as well. You know what might be nice?
Okay, make it a little easier than that, because I have to make meatballs.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, I've never had this. I don't know if this is a good combination, but
Okay.
it seems like it would be fine in my mind. Especially if you have spinach, like spinach and mushroom.
Okay, I can get mushrooms.
We have mushrooms.
Oh, the canned?
We have canned mushrooms, which that would be fine with me.
Yeah.
Just put those in there since we have them. Yeah, mushrooms and spinach, cheese, sauce. That sounds good.
Sauce goes on top. Calzone don't have sauce on it. That's Stromboli. Brandon says you could pick mushrooms from the woods.
But but there's still sauce.
Yeah. Sauce don't go in it, though.
Yeah, but there's sauce.
There
it's
is
not
sauce.
a dry boy. Like them boys wet.
There's mushrooms growing on my garden enclosure, the wood.
Well, not ones you planted. You just mean like coincidentally.
Coincidentally.
New environmentally friendly plywood packaging. Tiny Eddie's crumb-dusted foam tarts.
Crumb dusted. I think I've had crumb dusted donuts before. We got 1,000 bits from Leaf. It says, all this food talk has made me hungry. Do you have a snack to help me, Tiny Eddie? Yeah. Crumb dusted foam tarts.
Uh-huh.
It's a Pop Tart. And when you ask what flavor it is, you say foam. It's foam flavored. And when you put them in the toaster, it releases chemicals into the air. But don't worry, the packaging is environmentally friendly.
Back to mushrooms.
31 months from Furious Kitty. 22 months from The Q. Furious Kitty also gives a sub to Mr. Deathkills. 30 bits from Aldo. It says, it's been a while since I could do this, so can Mao pick a random game for no particular reason? Oh, dear God.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Assassin's Creed 2. Neat. Mean Dean 12 gifted a sub to Patrick Giuliani 93. 30 bits from Shy says, I see behind Mal what looks to be double stack shelves. Yes,
They are double stacked.
there is some extra shelves now where we can move things around.
This one to the ground is empty.
And we have a shelf over here that's off screen
That way.
that has space. So like the most important thing to me on Sunday was just getting things on the shelves because there's like 70 boxes of games in Mal's studio, and I needed to get the studio emptied. So those are all out of there, and they're on the shelves, and they're alphabetized. So all of that's good. At this point, if I want to organize them better, I can. Like, I might change what's behind us.
You may notice, like, this is the second row back here. There's a little bit of space, and then the first row also has some space. That's in case we get more.
It does happen. I mean, like
And if they're alphabetized, it's a pain if they're totally, like, full.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, generally when every mail video, there's some sort of video game sent in.
Yeah.
So allowing some space for that will help.
On the end past Steven, we started with the complete library, so N64 is to his right, and then GameCube.
Yeah, because those can't get any additional
they,
ones
they
because
can't
they're
get
done.
any bigger.
And that's good. I wouldn't mind single stacking those, but
You can't single stack both of them.
you could.
What about everything else?
There's enough room to do it.
You'll have to double stack that.
I mean, yeah, there's some stuff that wouldn't be, like, ideal.
No.
There's only so much. Here's the thing. There's only so much room for, like, shelves in a house.
Yeah.
We have more shelves than we've ever had, and, like, that's exciting, but also, like, you know, you are limited. There's only so much you can do. It's fine. I actually, I wonder if it wouldn't be better.
What?
I don't know. I wonder if it wouldn't be better to have like a system behind a different system. So instead of having like A1, A2, B1, B2, like if it was just like N64, but then behind it was GameCube, something like that, because then you would know where the thing. Okay, it sounds crazy. Never mind. 42 months from Triforce Drummer. 300 bits of Mean Dean says, morning. I hit a grand slam in softball yesterday. No, Grandpa, not the Denny's.
Nice.
That was my first thought. When people say Grand Slam, I do think of Denny's first. But congrats on Grand Slam. What other meals are named after sporting moments? Waffle House has got the All-Star Special, but that's not a moment in sport.
A moment in sport.
Well, Grand Slam is named after a moment in sport. So, turkey.
Turkey and bowling, yeah.
I mean, that's the other way around, though. Denny's named the Grand Slam after the sporting event. Turkey and bowling is named after the birds. That's the other direction. I don't know if there's other things that have... There's probably, like, sporting bars that have a burger that's, like... I don't know, Bo Jackson's bat-breaking spinach and cheese burger, you know? I see that I lost you about 10 words ago.
I missed the beginning, and then I looked over at you, and you were just talking and saying things I didn't understand, so,
So like a normal moment in our lives. 7 months from Belladonna Prince. I feel like this happens a lot. It does. Bo Jackson's bat-breaking spinach and cheeseburger. My favorite. Thank you. Furious Kid gifted a sub to Crescillium. 300 from Adrian. It says, speaking of pizza, I've been playing Pizza Tower a bit, and I'm really loving the indie movement of, if Nintendo doesn't, I will. This is that for Wario Land 4. See also Aero GPX for F-Zero and X Zodiac for Star Fox. One of the ones that always spoke to me, because I played it a little bit, was Wargroove. Because Wargroove was very much, if Nintendo won't make new Advance Wars, I will. And I like that too.
Morning, Josh.
Morning, Josh.
Josh, did you know Tears of the Kingdom's going to be good? It's coming out Friday.
I don't think Josh knew about that.
No.
I don't think Josh knew. Actually, I'm going with Josh to get a copy. So... Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. It's in 3 days. Yeah, I need to talk to Dan, but I think me, Dan, and Josh are all going to go get physical copies of it, so we'll have it. So, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to playing it. It's going to be a good time. We'll be playing it on the day.
I'll be here. I can't go with you, sorry. Maybe.
Okay, you got like things going. I mean, you
There might be an appointment.
Okay. Well,
to fix the garbage disposal.
Oh yeah, our garbage disposal was broken. We turned it on and smoke came out, and we were like, "Oh!" Turned it off and unplugged it. It was not fun to learn that when there was already food in it.
And it didn't want to drain. Because
then we can't use the dishwasher, because the dishwasher is also connected to that. And it's like, oh. So, that's getting fixed soon. It's fine. There's a lot of other things in the house that need fixed, and as soon as the landlord shows up, we haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Furious Kitty gifted a sub to Mr. Zip. 300 bits from Genesis. He says, I found my favorite donuts, the Entenmann's Devil Food chocolate donuts at the Publix yesterday. It's going to be a good week. Ooh, I have had those, and they are very good. I have fond memories of like Sunday nights going to the grocery store and getting the Entenmann's donuts with my family and
See,
eating those.
you know what we always got? My dad had custody of Carly and I every other weekend.
Yeah.
And on Fridays, he'd pick us up, and then we'd go shopping for the weekend to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd get to go pick out a dessert from the bakery. And the thing we almost always got was a little box of brownies, about like yay big. And they had cream cheese frosting, and it had chocolate drizzled, and then someone had like drug a knife through it to swirl it.
Mm.
That was...
It's like zebra brownies?
It was like a cream cheese with chocolate.
Yeah, that's... My mom would make those, and we called them zebra
And it had
brownies.
like really thick frosting. And in the store, we'd look at which container had the most frosting and be like, that one.
It's a very, very like childlike way of deciding on a dessert. It's like which one has the thickest frosting. Yeah, I always we did get the Entenmann's donuts a lot. Do you remember
the big bag of little donuts though?
This has definitely come up in Breakfast Stream before, where you have this memory of like an astronomically large size bag of powdered donuts that have
You know the bag bread comes in? Like a loaf of bread.
Yes.
It was like that big, but like little powdered donuts.
That seems like
whole thing.
Too many donuts. We bought... What's the bag it's only like this big and it's white and it's got the thing that folds over?
That kind of bag? Okay. Yeah, they had those too, but they also had the big bag of little donuts.
We bought those. Mm. We had those from time to time. The little powdered donuts. I don't know what brand that is. Is it Donuts? Yeah.
Donuts is one of them.
Yeah. So like that, we got those. Mm-hmm. But you've mentioned this. It was
a larger version of that, in a plastic sleeve.
Where are they now?
I don't know. They stopped making them.
They probably stopped making them because they're like, oh, if someone eats this, they'll die. It's too many donuts.
Big bag of little donuts.
I'm super curious if Mal will find an image of this, because we couldn't find an image of it before.
I feel like Meyer has them still.
When you really like powdered donuts, but you need 200 of them. We did talk about getting donuts a while back, and we never actually got some. But we could maybe do that. But we did get these. We ate them. But the mini cupcakes. When we had everyone here on Sunday, I was like, all right, so we're gonna get some pizza. And then me and Alex went out to pick up the pizzas, and we also stopped by the grocery store. And I was like, well, what's on sale? Little cupcakes. Morning, Haley.
Morning, Haley. Haley, do you remember the big bag of little donuts?
Mao insists that there existed tiny powdered donuts in a bag the size of a loaf of bread.
They don't make them anymore that way.
And I just don't... I've never seen that. I'm not questioning their existence, but I am thinking that maybe this was like a Midwest thing, because I've never seen these in my life. Okay, again, I didn't question their existence, but I've never seen them here.
We'd get them when we went up like camping and take the whole thing.
Alright, okay.
They look like this. I mean, that's not quite it. It had like a zip top.
It's just a big old sack.
Yeah, it was.
A big old sack of
like
powdered donuts.
Kinda.
Okay.
But it was like the size of a bread loaf.
Big old sack. 11 months from Neon Curbs. We get 300 bits per shy. Says, talk of you, Dan, and Josh going to pick up Tears of the Kingdom together conjured a memory from the back of my mind of an old vlog. You guys went to pick up a midnight release of a game, and Master Chief was there. Oh, I think...
Master Chief was Justin.
Yeah.
Justin dressed up.
Yeah, that was probably when Halo's... which Halo was that? It would have been after ODST.
2012?
Halo...
13?
The one that's like not a number. Reach? I think it was Reach. I think it was when Halo Reach came out. Because I think I took engagement photos. Like like Master Chief proposed to me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cute. Actually, when Halo 3 came out, me and Alex and our other roommate at the time, Ian, went to the midnight release at Walmart and bought Halo 3. That was fun. That was 2007, so we were like 18 years old, very excited about the release of Halo 3, went and got it. That was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. It'll be fun to go pick up Tears of the Kingdom, although I'm not going to a midnight release because I'm old. Like I'm old and I don't care enough for that. Also, I'm playing it for the first time on stream, which happens at 8 p.m. as opposed to midnight. Like I don't have anything against like the concept of midnight releases, and if you're in your 30s and you can do it, like power to you.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm just like, it'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. I was
I'm like,
trying to see if I...
it'll be there tomorrow. The game's not going to disappear overnight, so I'll just play it later. I don't need to play it at midnight. Midnight's when I need to sleep. I would rather like play it when I'm like awake.
I was trying to see if I could quickly find
So.
that photo, but I can't quickly find that photo, so...
Oh, Haley says, I think the last midnight release I went to was Brawl. See, I didn't even go to a midnight release for Brawl. I just went out that day and got it. I think we had class. So it was when we were in college, so we had class, and then I think after that we went and picked it up and then came
I
home
think
and
we
played
picked it up the next day.
Like the day after it came out?
Yeah, Stephanie and I took the bus out to Best Buy to get it.
Yeah.
That was the first day you told me you loved me.
The release of Brawl?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun, interesting fact.
That's what we were doing. We were out there in Plover because that's where Best Buy was. And you were on the phone with me.
Well, that's cute. We wouldn't have been together very long.
No, we weren't. I was surprised you said it.
I had feels, Mal. I had feels, and I had to let you know, I guess. I had to get my feelings out before.
Brawl really changes a man.
I had to get my feelings out before you fell for Brawl. I think I wanted to make sure that I was getting in on the ground floor there. Anyway, we got 300 bits from Furious Kitty. Says, gotta go back to studying in a bit. Hope I'll be able to catch you guys later. Might fall asleep, though. Been working all kinds of shifts. I'm getting old, too. If you get asleep, that's not a bad thing. To get asleep occasionally. But I wish you well on your studying. Yeah, it's okay to get old. You get old, and then you stop going to midnight releases. That's it. Haley says, my Brawl story was that there was a sign-up sheet at the store, so I signed up. No one else knew, so I skipped the line at midnight and got screamed at by guys. I love that. I love that a lot. I'm trying to think of all the midnight releases I've done.
I haven't done many, if any.
I did midnight release for
Josh, have you not slept?
I did a midnight release for PS3.
We? No.
No. And a lot of consoles I had pre-ordered. But PS3 was one of the only consoles I did a midnight release for. I did midnight release for Halo 3 stands out. Halo 2. Halo 2 was fun. Halo 2 is my favorite midnight release I've ever done. And the reason is, Halo 2 came out when I was in high school and we were doing a class field trip to DC. And it came out the night before. So me and a bunch of my friends went to the midnight release for Halo 2, picked up the game, and then it was shortly after. It was not that long after that we got like an early start, like driving to DC with like the class or whatever, and we were in Austin's family's van that had like the TV built into the console, into the van, and we also had brought another television, and Justin had one of those TVs that snapped onto the Xbox itself. So we had 3 televisions in this van and 3 Xboxes, and we did...
Or battery.
And we played Halo 2 on launch day during the 8-hour drive, or whatever it was, to DC, and everyone was so motion sick. It's actually one of the coolest gaming memories I have. It was really, really cool. Yeah. There was for those who are not familiar, in the 90s and I guess into the 2000s, there were vans, there were larger vans that had TVs like built into them for like kids in the back. And we got some good use out of it that day because we got to play, because like we also had like a Ethernet hub in there because we had to have the Xboxes connected with Ethernet. What a wild... I'm thinking back and I'm like, that feels like a lot of power.
Brandon says, now we have iPad.
Like, that's a lot of power, right?
Yeah, the poor battery.
To ask of the van? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, van, can you run 3 displays, 3 Xboxes, and this Ethernet switch? Can you do that? Would that be okay? And I'm like, that's actually a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Ezio the thief. He is here, and he's gonna give you grief. He'll give you gentle push. He'll give you gentle stab. And when he's done on your body, he will dab. That's what Ezio does. The game was Assassin's Creed 2.
Gentle stab.
Gentle stab. 6,000 from Aldo. All right, Steven, sing about the game Mal picked. Hope you remember what it was. I remember. Solid song.
When you are done, he will put you on a slab.
And when you are done, he will put you on a slab. I think dabbing is over. What? No, I think it's getting started. I think we're
Please do not gentle stab me.
It would be gently. Gentle stab. Anyway, so talking about the things that we accomplished in here on Sunday, not only are all the games out of the studio, which is good, because you can actually walk into the studio. You have to
get your cables and stuff out of the studio.
There's still things in the studio, but the games are out of there. The games are alphabetized, which is great. There's still some things to do, but we also have like all of the controllers put away, and the controllers are grouped by console manufacturer, because that really annoyed some people before. It annoyed Mal. So now, like, all the Nintendo controllers are together, and the Sony controllers are together, and the Microsoft controllers are together. So that will bring some people inner peace, I guess.
Yes, it did. Thank you.
It doesn't really matter much to me, but it did matter a lot to some other people, so that's solved. So the controllers...
It could only be fixed if they were in release order.
Well, you can't do that. You can't do that because there's tiny drawers at the top and then big drawers at the bottom.
Haley says, I seriously think this would have been impossible without help.
Oh, no, well, we just wouldn't have done it. Because it would have taken so long. Haley, before you got here, I was explaining like how long you were here on Sunday. Because like, you were here for like 12 hours. So there's so many things to do that it would have taken Mal and I days to do. So we probably just wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, and we had to split up because, like, we didn't want to move the couch because all of the lights and stuff are set up.
Yeah.
So, like, there's only so much space behind the couch.
Yeah.
So, like, let's see. There was a lot more space in your office, so we had Dan, Josh, and Haley in there doing Wii, like, starting on the Wii stuff. And then Alex and I were out here doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And then Brandon had some stuff, and then he came over a little bit later, and he worked on a different project. And then
Everyone.
we kind of had to switch out because you get tired of, like, hunting through the games to find games, and you get tired of reading.
We also came up with a long list of games that are on the list that we can't find.
Or weren't on the list.
Games that we owned that weren't on the list. And I'm like...
We also went and found a big stack of duplicates, so...
Yeah. There's
It's like, didn't know we had 2 copies of, what is that? Arkham City for the PS3.
Yeah, there's actually 30 games in front of me that are dupes.
I mean, some of them weren't a surprise, but some of them were.
Yeah, some of them are dupes that I knew I owned, but there's 20 that I did not know that I owned, and I was like, oh. So, that's good. That's really good. So the dupes will go to Roland and become some other games that we don't have. And then I'll be checking through the list of stuff and adding the games that weren't added. And, you know, any games that are mysteriously missing, I guess I will try and look for. So that's right. We never vlogged that, Haley.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. It was getting late, and someone, I don't know who, but someone was like, I need vodka.
That was Haley.
And I was like, well, I'll just make the drinks. And everyone seemed to be fine with that, and I was like, all right. So I made drinks, and Haley watched me make the drinks.
And
but did
you.
not interfere.
Yeah.
She was just there just to like observe what was going to happen. And yeah, I made drinks for Mal, Haley, Alex, and Brandon, who were there at the time. So yeah, Haley did encourage garnishes. I was given a 20-ounce cup. It was a strong drink.
Mine was in a wine glass?
You and Haley got wine glasses because you're classy ladies.
Okay.
Alex got his in a Coke.
The Coke glass.
Coke glass because he's a hard-working dude. And Brandon got his in a silicone multicolor cup that said Silly Pint on it because he's a silly boy.
You also made his stronger.
He asked for a double, and I was like, I guess that just means twice as much alcohol. Like, I had to guess what this stuff meant. Anyway, no one complained that it was bad. I was fully expecting...
Mine could have been stronger.
I was fully expecting, you know, someone to be like, oh, this is bad. And that never happened.
Well, I mean, there's limited ingredients in this house. I do not have a full bar.
It's true. I love how the glasses were... Well, everyone got the same drink. Everyone wanted a vodka tonic. And I was like, okay.
It's like all I had in the house right now.
Yeah. And I knew where the shot glass was, and I was like, all right, I think that's how you do this. So I put the vodka in that, and I put it in the cup. And actually, at first, this is a fun little fact. I don't know if Haley remembers this. At first, Haley was downstairs with me, and she's like, I want a double. So I did 2 of those into a wine glass, and it was more than half full. And she goes, I've changed my mind. And she poured it into Brandon's cup. And she's like, just a single, just the one. And I was like, okay. Anyway, it worked out fine, and no one died. Which I think is the experience that you're always hoping for when I give you an alcohol.
Do you remember what else you had to put in it?
Oh, I put in, you know, the thing, whatever that thing was you wanted.
Sweet and lime juice.
Sweet and lime juice. what that is, but I...
It was the green...
I opened... It was new. I had to open it.
I know.
And I was like, how much do you put in? I was like, I don't know, squeeze. That's felt right, so...
In my opinion, enough to just barely see a color difference.
Oh, that... I just 1 unit of squeeze.
Okay.
Like, squeeze!
Okay.
And you have to say it, or you won't know when to let go, so... That's true. That's true. I put grenadine in yours.
I saw.
Because you're my main squeeze. Sorry, my main squeeze. Did you like it? Okay. What is 1 unit of squeeze in this? Listen, I can't tell you. There's no way I can tell this. 30 months from Lamb144. And 300 bits from Will, who says, how about Raleigh as the anti-Jonestown? I mean, I kept everyone alive, you know. I'll squeeze your... Yeah, I could make drinks. Chaz has wanted it to be like a video forever. And this wasn't really video worthy because it was just like you put 2 things in or 3 things in a cup, you know, and like it was.
The name tells you what's in it.
It tells
too.
you what's in it, you know.
It's like asking for a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, you know, you can't mess it up, probably. So, and maybe it could have been. I could have had less tonic in some of them, but like how do you know? It's impossible. What's in an old fashioned? I know the Wisconsin old fashioned now. It's like like an orange, like 1 orange,
A whole orange.
1 whole orange, mippled, mipseed.
An orange mipseed.
1 full orange mipseed, and then muddled. You need an orange with a prominent nipple.
Are you thinking of a navel orange?
Oh my god. What are those nipple oranges called?
Navel oranges.
So you get a navel orange. You give it a good nipple. There's alcohol in it though, so I don't know. Rum?
Not rum.
Is it vodka also?
No, it's not vodka.
You get a navel orange.
No, he's not saying Pimm's, Brandon.
You get a navel orange. You add rum.
No, not rum.
Shut up! I'm doing this. Rum, vodka, bitters.
Bitters is in it.
I knew it. And maraschino cherry.
And?
That's already 5 ingredients. I don't know, like a toothpick.
There's soda in it.
There's soda in it? Sprite.
Sprite.
No.
50-50?
That's not what we had, is it?
No.
What was it called?
You can't get 50-50
What
in
was it
South
called?
Carolina, North Carolina.
What was it? What's this?
Squirt.
Squirt. Squirt and squeeze.
Does anyone in our group like bourbon? Alex? Would Alex drink bourbon? I don't know.
I think everyone would drink anything if I made it, because they'd be curious to try it.
Chaz said, to be fair, Steven's fever dream cocktail is just as ridiculous as an actual Wisconsin old-fashioned.
Why is it fever dream? How different is rum and vodka from the thing it's in it?
Corbel?
What's a Corbel?
It's the brand of, God.
Oh, so you don't even know. You couldn't even make one.
Blanking out on what it is. What is it? It's not whiskey.
I don't even know. Here, make me a drink, Eddie.
Powerful and gingerly aphrodisiacal, Tiny Eddie's powdered deep-fried whale chow.
Aphrodisiacal. Aphrodisiacal.
Not Corbell. What is it?
Nobody knows.
Someone help me, Haley.
No one. No.
Brandy.
I was.
Thank you, Vagabond.
We got 1,000 bits from Leaf. It says, Tiny Eddie, I think Grandpa needs help choosing an extra ingredient for his creation. I don't know that I want to give my friends a powerful aphrodisiac. It's really not that kind of party. But if you need it to be that sort of party, you're gonna want to use powdered deep fried whale chow. Powdered deep fried. What is it? Powdered before you deep fry it? And if so, how does that work?
No, it's powdered after, of course.
So you deep fry the whale chow and then you powder it. So it goes through like a cutter.
A cutter.
I don't know.
A cutter.
A cutter. I don't know. Listen, this is too hard. This is too hard to understand exactly. We threw different more throats. Says big alcohol is shaking, Steven. Yeah, just wait. Just wait. Oh, hey, Dionysus.
Thank you,
Anyway.
Zimmer CJ. That's why I was thinking that.
Corbell's also a brand of brandy. Made by the same people who make Corbell shit. Oh, there you go.
That's
so you
why.
were like, you had the same like
Yeah.
train of thought. You were on the mental road. You were traveling the road.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the correct pronunciation of that word? Is it Afro?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
I would have pronounced it aphrodisiacal. Afro. Now I can't even say it. It's got too many letters.
It does have a lot of letters.
But I also know that sometimes the text-to-speech thing definitely makes its own pronunciations, and I'm like, oh, that's wrong. It's fine. It's fine.
Does anyone need 2 months free trial of Xbox Live?
Oh my god. What? Now, I've got bad news. This offer was valid. Oh, Merriam-Webster pronounces it the way... Okay, so that is how it's... Alright. Yeah, this was valid from August 1st, 2004 to March 31st, 2005. So, sorry. Yeah, we've missed it by 18 years. I'm sorry. Just missed it by 18 years. The thing hasn't even been scratched off. Like the code. Is there a market for this? Do people want to collect? Like someone want to frame a 2-month free trial for Xbox Live? That just sounds like something I'm giving to Roland. And him be like, what am I supposed to do with this? And be like, I don't know.
You get free 2 months free.
Yeah, have you? Maybe, I bet I could probably take a picture of that and tweet it at Phil Spencer and be like, Phil, I know I'm 18 months late, but is there any way that you could give me a 2 months free trial for Xbox Live? He might do it. He might be like, yeah, we could probably do that. Like, thanks, Phil. I appreciate that. Did I say 18 months? Sorry, 18 years. I'm just 18 years late. Have a heart. I didn't get around to scratching it off in time. Is there any way? We got 300 bits from Goldmage who says, ambergris is formed from a secretion of the bile duct in the intestines of the sperm whale. It is mostly used to create perfume and musk fragrance, some food dishes, and was considered an aphrodisiac in some cultures. Yeah, I know about ambergris, and I don't know why.
I believe it was on an episode of Bob's Burgers.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, because we watched. We haven't finished it.
It's an early episode.
We
too.
haven't finished it, but we're almost done with the
And
thing.
Futurama. Yep.
Oh shoot, where's NDL? We watched a movie last night. We haven't watched a movie in a long time. Well, I guess we watched Super Mario Brothers film.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to we were supposed to have a date night last night, but we couldn't go out because we have too much pizza. So instead of going out, we were like, okay, we'll just eat pizza and we'll watch a movie. And I told Mal, I was like, you pick the movie. And Mal picked History of the World Part 1, which neither of us have ever seen. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. That's I always enjoy the Mel Brooks films, and I haven't seen all of that. I just have seen bits and pieces over the years. And it's fun. It's fun. It's funny. It's very Mel Brooks. I did not letterbox it. I missed out on letterboxing some things at Christmas time. And then I just never did it. What I should do is tell myself I'll do it, but I only do like one line, because then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like, I have to write up a review, it's like, I've created new work for myself. But if it's like one sentence, I could probably do that. Yeah. History of the World Part 1. Mal wanted to see it because the Part 2 came out like a little...
February?
Yeah, like earlier this year. So... Yeah, it's good. It was I enjoyed it. The entirety of the Spanish Inquisition theatrical number was, it went on so much longer and was so much more over the top than I ever expected that to be. I was like, wow. But it was a fun film. Got some movies we gotta watch too. Maybe we'll get around to it now.
Thanks, Chaz.
Thank you, Chaz. Beans are updated, by the way. Now I'm questioning that. I did update them. Yeah, I did. I did that. They're updated. It took me a minute, but I was like, okay. Should I bring up my take on the mistake? Everyone is allowed to feel however they want about whatever film they want. So the Moses scene is actually one that I remembered from like whatever bits and pieces I'd caught on TV as a kid or whatever. I bring you these 10 commandments. I had never seen any of the like the prehistoric stuff. The movie is kind of weird because like when it starts, the pacing of it indicates that maybe it's going to be moving through things pretty quickly. But then you get to the Roman Empire, and you're on the Roman Empire for like a long time, and you're like, oh. So, it's a little different.
There's a lot of cuts, and they'll cut to like one line said by a character somewhere, and then they'll cut immediately. And I was like, why even include that line in that cut? That could have been totally chopped.
Yeah, there's some things that are indicative of it's not just the era, it's also the genre. Sometimes when genre and era are combined, there's like very weird specific things. And in comedy of like late 70s, early 80s film, doing that sort of thing it is jarring. There was multiple times in the film where it like cut to something for a second and you're like, what even happened? Yeah, it's not my favorite way of doing things, but it's fine. It was 1981.
Yeah.
And I thought the film was older than that.
I thought it was too.
Because 1981 was only 19 years ago. Reading a bit some shy, it says, on the road again. Got to stay on track on my mental road again. I'm trying hard to not get lost and derailed again. Oh no, I was rambling just talking about cameras again. I've never talked about a camera before, have I? Has
Never.
that happened? I don't think so. Stephen, it's 40 years. No, we're currently living in the year 2000, so it seems it's not that long ago. Hey, let's talk about some things. Shut your mouth. Right? It's 19 years ago. It's 19 years ago. We're currently living in the year 2000. Things coming up, things you should know about. First things first, if you came in late, Mao is doing a cooking stream tonight at 7 p.m. worked out better for today
Then Thursday.
than other days this week, so we're just doing it tonight. So I do hope, if you're not already following Mal, do so, because she's going to be...
Making a calzone tonight.
We're making a calzone.
Yep.
Which, cool. More bread and cheese. So that'll be happening this evening. Do you have a ingredient list or something for that?
Did I take a photo? I think I took a photo. I did take a photo.
Okay, well, you can, tweet that out or something for folks that want to
Okay.
join in. Now the phone's got OCR built in, which is really nice for the dark days of, taking an image and then retyping it. That's for the birds. So yeah, tonight, doing a calzone. Thursday morning, we'll be back with more breakfast stream. And then Friday, of course, is Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
I'm really excited because the game is gonna be fun, right? So that's one part. The game gonna be fun. We're gonna be playing the game for probably let's say a while. And Chaz has been working on not one, but 2 new alerts.
Yeah.
And I am just so excited about it. I haven't even seen them, completely in action yet.
Yeah.
I've just been told about...
Aren't we supposed to do that after stream?
Yeah, I'm going to be testing that with Chaz after breakfast stream for a little bit, just to make sure that things are working relatively good. Because Chaz has been working hard on this stuff, and I'm... It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really great. I think everyone they'll be surprised because they'll be like, it's so great. But then they also won't be surprised because they'll be like, no, this is definitely in line with what Chaz has, cooked up in the past.
Special thanks to Thomas.
Yes. I don't want to reveal a whole lot, but there's some necessary human input in order to create these alerts. The alerts are handcrafted. Each individual alert is handcrafted. And because of that, we want to do...
And Thomas is a quality human.
And we just want to give a special shout out to Thomas for putting quality human time into generating some of these. So, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You'll just have to see what's cooking on Friday. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Who's gonna play first?
I don't know.
You flip a coin or something?
Chat could vote.
Chat could vote. They're just gonna pick you. So if we're gonna do a vote, I might as well just let you do it. Vagabond, who played last in Breath of the Wild? Yeah, it doesn't matter a whole lot to me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Especially because I'm sure the beginning is tutorial something. So, with that in mind, we'll get equal time. I do feel like in Breath of the Wild, didn't I fight most of the beasts? I feel like you only fought one. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe in the next one, if there are the big boss fights, we'll try and make those more even.
Kitty.
A little bit.
Boop.
Good boop. And then I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Also 48 months from Risaka Gaming. Hey. That's a 4. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I do have... I'm trying... God, I'm clawing my way out of the... Oh God, I was behind and we had to move and we're still in the process of unpacking and dealing with finishing stuff at the old house, but I'm trying to get vlogs out. I'm still dealing with that, but I have 2 vlogs scheduled for today. So, that's pretty good. One of the vlogs will be out in a few seconds. So there is at least that. So if you're looking for a vlog to watch, check out the one coming out in a few seconds where me, Brandon, Mal, Dan, and Josh go to IKEA to put our butts all over furniture. It's a good one. Then I got another one coming out later today where we stand in the empty living room of the new house and say, where does the couch go? And we say it goes here. So we've got that coming up. Yeah. All right. That is it for today. Sorry that we started late. I think it's fixed. I don't think I don't remember if I explained what happened, but the encoder just didn't work. And I needed to update graphics drivers, and it fixed it. I've never run into that problem ever, so that was new and exciting. But hopefully that won't be a problem past this point. Hopefully. All right.
See people tonight?
Yeah. Thanks for being here. See you tonight over on Mouse channel for
Calzone.
For a calzone. Yeah. And I guess I won't do a post screen because I want you to go watch the vlog. So go watch the vlog, and we'll dome here. And you know what? Yeah. How about a squeeze dome?
No.
Squirt dome?
No.
Thomas dome?
Okay.
Thomas dome. I just tried to do it in his voice.